Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
To do the commercial too.
Right to the air goes Nix. Pass over the middle, tipped, but he still brings it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Come on now. Over the middle, zone coverage where all the eyes are back to the quarterbacks and they see the ball thrown. How do they get that completed?
Well, they got the hand on it. They tipped it. Just a lucky play for the offense, right?
It was, and for the defense, almost demoralizing. That's one that they should have because they see that play developing all the way through.
To throw is Nix. And this one complete again to Mims. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
They'll go play action with Nix. He'll try to pick it up himself. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Off the play fake. Nix. Now a run. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Nix going to give to Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him from a loss.
go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And
Yeah, he's up here.
Team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season, but they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew, so plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
Now 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you get the pass rusher second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Barron. And he's able to take this one back to the 36.
I'm having a hard time seeing my guys in some blue.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Nix from the shotgun. Throw left sideline falls incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Will Watson for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So, Charles, they get to it with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points. It's on the board.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Ready, run! Set. Captain. Home troops right. Ready!
On first down, it's Hampton. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3.
Kappa. Set. Delta.
Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So they get their tight end.
That was a hell of a play. I got the ball out just in time.
His way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Nix to the air. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Nix once more. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Evan Ingram, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Lutz with the extra point. And And the lead is now 10-7.
Broncos 10, Chargers 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
He'll dump this off to Hampton complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Cameron Dicker for the Chargers field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Just like last time, a tight-ass game. Just like last time.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change on the clock. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one to give them. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 10. They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Run! Set. Home to right. Lead. Set.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And there for the stop defensively, Nick Benito.
A gain of a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 9 from the 44. Play action. It's Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. This one finds McConkey. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
4th down and less than a yard.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Going quickly out to the right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to Hampton on first down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marion Hampton with his 9th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation,
I'm trying to get the sweep here too, fellas. I got to beat him to get the sweep.
Right back to him and let him cap things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. He targets Ingram from the ground. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
To throw, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Throwing Nix. And that nearly picked off. But would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. He takes this for about 6, down inside the 40.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
In motion, the tight end. Back to throw. Nix. Setting up the screen for Harvey. That'll be taken about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Yeah, on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL...
Oh, yeah, that's what we wanted. Big play. I didn't expect it to get that big. I just had my eye on something out. That was my second read. He was wide open.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, it ain't over yet, but I don't want to see Kree8n anymore for the season. He's definitely one of my tougher opponents.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum to the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Working out of the gun is Nix. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, 34 yards. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done.
That was a damn good play.
Because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Broncos 17.
Thought I was going to see an onside kick.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you have to be a bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Now a run here off the keeper.
The fuck was that?
And this one incomplete.
I screwed up.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Herbert going to change the play here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one complete to McConkey. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stop down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
21.
Now it's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Chargers look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further.
Damn, that was a huge play. Huge play.
Index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
17.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Hardy to start the drive. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Once more with Hardy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Gotta have it. 3rd and 9. Here's Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Give here to Hampton. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Los Angeles, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right. 6-0, not too bad.
We say so long from Southern California.
Herbert did pretty good. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 295 yards. Ari Hampton, 8 for 37 yards with the touchdown. He was blitzing me a lot. Eli with the touchdown, the tight end, 100 yards, 107. Mims with the touchdown. Antonio Williams, number 87, 1 reception, 31 yards, touchdown. And Ayala, 1 for 17 yards, and a touchdown. That was pretty good. Good game. That was tough. Figured out his game plan. Just blitz. He blitzed the shit out of you, so you got to get the ball out quick. He's blitzing you all the time, so you got to get it out fast. See you guys in the next one.